Alright, what's up YouTube? Um, there's a certain type of black owned business that I want to see. Um, and keep in mind, a black owned business does not mean two things. It doesn't mean that everyone that works for you, if you do have employees, needs to be black. Secondly, um, a black owned business does not mean that you only need to service black people. Um, I'm all for blacks in business in terms of, having their own thing going on. But I am getting kind of tired of, um, people starting up businesses, African Americans, and we only service, other African Americans. Um, I'm not saying that you can't make money off of African Americans, but the black dollar is weak. And the majority of our money goes out of the black community because we spend it on, products and services that are owned by whites. So whether we like it or not, there's not much going around. I do kind of cringe, I'm not going to lie. Um, when I see somebody starting up their own clothing line, because that's the most popular thing to do. They want to push this product and they want to sell it to other blacks, but we're slaves to uh, labels that are owned by corporate America. Even the person owning the business, right? They'll try to sell T-shirts or something, and they have on some True Religion jeans. It's like, you yourself, you're not even wearing your own shit, but you're trying to get people to buy it. Um, so that stuff is all good. I support anytime I can, but we have to understand that a black-owned business can compete or needs to compete on a larger scale, especially now where people are thinking globally. Um, I want to see stuff where somebody does develop a clothing line, but it's not catered towards black people, right? That it's catered towards teenage white chicks or young adult white men, right? Something outside, non-black in nature. Um, we don't have disposable income, so it is what it is. Um, a couple years back, and this was unofficial, but I started my own business. I don't want to disclose what I was doing, because I can actually still get sued if the right people find out. But I started off working with blacks. That's what I wanted to do. I'm like, hey, let me take a shot. I want to start working with African Americans and see where I can go. Um, and I quickly realized that my clientele was becoming non-black because it was based off of referrals, and it caught on, and my work was good, and before I knew it, 80% of my clients were non-black. They were white. Um, a couple were Asian. I think one was Hispanic. Um, and this event opened up my eyes. And helped me understand that, hey, a black-owned business, right? I'm doing the community more good if I'm doing something that's servicing, non-blacks, because now I'm pulling in resources. I'm not taking resources, right? So I'm amassing money, generating income, but it's not black dollars. So the money I'm getting, right, I can pump in to the black community if I chose to do so without taking it out, right? We always hear about, oh, this rapper gave back, or this company gave back, but how much did you take? It's like, I took 10 million from black people, but I give back 1 million, right? And we give them awards, we clap, we do all these other things, but we didn't really generate any new income for the black community because we took it from the black community. right? Um, Another example is my barbershop. Good old barbershop, right? What's more black than that? Um, I'm lucky enough to still go to the barbershop I went to as a kid. And, even he stepped his game up in the sense that you can walk in on a Saturday and you can see a white guy in there, you can see a Hispanic guy. Now, it's still predominantly black, but he even understood that he needs to attract a wider audience. um, and I feel like this whole idea of, black-owned businesses serving non-blacks has everything to do with confidence. It does take a lot of confidence to be, black and try to have a business that you are servicing non-blacks. And yes, your quality of work has to be twice as better. But after a while, people value quality. It is what it is. People value quality. Anybody who's ever even, dabbled in, having their own business understands quality, quality, quality. So if your quality is good, if your product is good, you will get people, you will get supporters. It is what it is. So, I don't know, in closing, that's what I want to see. For, those of us who kind of have the entrepreneurial bug inside of us, I want to see us start to develop businesses that service non-blacks. That's the whole point. It's not about having a black-owned business where everybody's black and we're servicing black people. That's fine, don't get me wrong. But if you want to be this successful type of business, you have to think bigger than that, right? Of course, if you own your own business, you can hook it up. But it's not about just hiring black people. It's about hiring the best people, because your product needs to be the best. Now, you're in a position to hire the best of the best, and if they happen to be black, they get skipped up to the front of the line. That's how it needs to be. That's what I'm going to do when I get my shit popping. But the most qualified is the most qualified, because at the end of the day, your product has to be the best. And if you want to give back, well, guess what? You have income that you can pump into the black community that you didn't take from the black community. And that's the most important part. So let me know how you feel. Take it easy.